Over 1/3 of our life is spent asleep. How good would it be if you could use that time to your advantage? Lucid dreaming is the ability to recognize when you're dreaming inside the dream. In an advanced form, you can actually start to control the dream and eventually change every aspect of it. So what can we do when we're lucid dreaming? Well, literally, the possibilities are limited to your imagination. You can fly, you can breathe underwater, you can become a dog, you can meet famous people, you can do literally whatever you like. Meet up with somebody of the opposite gender, meet a famous person that you would never have a chance to in real life, talk to somebody that has passed. In its most advanced stages, you can even change the dream scene. You can enter a novel universe. You could, become a Dragon Ball Z character. You could enter the world of the Hunger Games, etc. Literally limited by your imagination. That's it, doing whatever you want. The steps of lucid dreaming are fairly simple. I'm going to tell you 5 tricks that I use to be able to lucid dream myself. Hopefully, if you use them and apply them regularly, you'll be able to lucid dream yourself. The first step is literally just telling yourself that you can lucid dream. Repeat to yourself before you go to bed, I am a lucid dreamer, or I can lucid dream, or I'm going to lucid dream tonight. Something along those lines. Repeat that to yourself over and over and over again. Make that your personal mantra. Number 2, making a dream journal. It is very important to keep a record of your dreams, even the ones that aren't lucid. So if you want to try this, get a book, get a pen and put it beside your bed. The first thing you do, the very first thing you do when you wake up, is write down in this journal whatever you can remember from your dream and in as much detail as possible. If all you can remember is a colour or a feeling, write that down. If you can remember a detail that goes the whole page, even better, write that down. The most important thing is as soon as you wake up, you write it down on the page. Number 3 involves reality checks. What a reality check does is it tells you if you're sleeping. There's some things that you can do in your dream that you can't do in real life, and some things that you can't do in your dream that you can do in real life. The first one being just hold your hand up and try to put your finger through your hand. If you can, you're very much most likely dreaming. If you can't, it suggests you're awake. Another reality check is to look at a clock. Turn away and look back at the clock again. If the times are the same, you're awake. If they change, you're dreaming. The same thing applies with words. If you look at a word or some writing on the wall, you turn away, you turn back. In a dream, those words will most likely change or become blurry or hard to read. If this happens to you, you're dreaming. Another reality check is to try and look at yourself in the mirror. It's very hard in a dream to look at yourself in the mirror. Therefore, if you're struggling to, you're dreaming. Complete these reality checks once per day when you're awake. Hopefully this will train your mind to conduct them whilst you're dreaming. When you fail to be able to complete the reality check in your dream, you will recognize that you're dreaming and hopefully become lucid in your dream. Another thing I like to do to help me to lucid dream is use an induction method. What you do is lay down on your bed right before you go to sleep with your hands beside you. Just lay down flat with your hands beside you. Relax every bone, every muscle, every twitch fibre in your body. Just relax, moving all the way up your body. After you've relaxed, try and clear the thoughts from your mind. So acknowledge a thought and then just try to let that thought go. After a while, your brain will send a signal to a part of your body that's itchy or in pain, making you want to move your body. Do not move your body. It's very important that you don't scratch the itch. If you don't scratch the itch, your legs will start to feel basically like they're non-existent. And this feeling will go all the way up your body. Your legs won't feel like they're there, then up to your chest and your hands and all the way up to your head. Eventually you'll feel like you're not actually in your bed. Following this lack of feeling, you feel like there's a bit of pressure on your chest and you might start to see and hear things. Once that starts to happen, you're about to fall into the dream. Try not to get too excited because if you do, you'll wake up and you've lost all the progress you've just made. The last thing that can help some people is to use a type of music called binaural beats. These things send signals to each ear very, very, very quickly, and it actually tricks your brain into knowing where the signal is coming from. What that does is send you into almost a trance, and if you do that with the induction method that I said earlier, it can help you get into that dreaming state a lot quicker. However, I give that a warning because some people try and listen to it and they feel physically ill and they can't do it. I really enjoy it personally, but I've seen people really dislike it. Final thing is, don't give up. Try these things, give yourself a month, 2 months. Note down how well you're recording your dreams. Make sure that you're doing the reality checks every day. Try the induction methods. These things can and will help, but it takes a bit of time.